DeMarre, how'd you feel your timing was last night? I know that's something that always concerns you, that your timing when you get back into the lineup. How was it last night?
It was good. I feel like I was good. I was moving good. You know, I really felt I tried it when I came around a pick. You know, I planted that foot, planted that knee, and it felt good. You know, that was the only thing I was really scared about. But at the end of the day, felt good. Now it's all about just getting that rhythm, you know, spreading the floor for DeMarre and Carroll and knocking down these threes, and just being ready to shoot at all times.
DeMarre, I know you guys have been stressing the fact that tomorrow night is just another game, but when it is the Cavaliers coming in and LeBron James and the whole circuit, it's easier said than done, isn't it?
For sure. They're the NBA champions, so this is a great test for us. You know, just kind of see where we're at and kind of see where we need to go. You know, they're gonna come in, they're gonna play that type of basketball. You know, LeBron, the leader of the crew. So we just got to come in. We got to play our type of basketball, that's physicality, and we got to try to help each other out on the defensive end. And I think if we can do that, and if we can sustain their first run, then that's usually in the first quarter. You know, we can win the basketball game.
How about a test for yourself as well, though? Because when you came back last year, you were still getting into it, really, and now you're rounding into shape. You must be looking forward to it.
It happens quick, just like you said. Last night was a good test, and then the second game, you got LeBron coming in, so this is an even bigger test. So, you know, I'm just looking for the challenge. Looking forward to go out there and play the game of basketball and try to do it on the defensive end and see where I'm at, man. See where I'm at physically and mentally.
It's been 2 straight playoffs now where you've had the primary role of defending LeBron while not being in peak condition yourself. What's that like?
It's tough. You know, it's like, you know.
Would not advise others to try.
Yeah, I would not advise others to try. You know, I just want to be healthy. One of those times, we go to the playoffs and we play those guys. But, you know, you can't. That's the NBA, life of the NBA. You know, that's what we get paid the big bucks to do, to go out there and put our body on the line and, you know, try to win games. And there's no complaints here. I'm only trying to move forward, and hopefully I learned something from last year that I can take into the game tomorrow.
Because it's LeBron and because you're his primary defender, is this a different game for you, or is it just another game, like for you?
For me?
Yeah.
I feel like it's a great test for me. It's a great test for me physically, just to see where I'm at, see where my body's at, you know, how to guard this guy, see how much I can sustain with the knee. It's just a great test overall, so I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the challenge, and I know our whole team looking forward to the challenge.
DeMarre, where would you put yourself in terms of, you weren't, as Eric said, you weren't 100% in the playoffs? The last 2 times you defended LeBron, what number were you at then, and what number would you put yourself at now?
If I had to put a number,
40%, 50%?
Then it's between me and you guys.
And all these recorders?
I was, you know, last year I was about 50%, 45%, but right now I think I'm up in the upper 80s, 90s, pulling in the 90s. I feel like I should be 100% very soon, but you know, it's all about rhythm. I won't say I'm 100% until I got my rhythm down, so I'm out there knocking down the shots and diving for the balls like I normally do. So I'll give you that number. You can run with that. Huh?
Cut you off. When you're going up against a guy that you have guarded so much in the past, do you prepare for that any differently than anyone else? Like, do you watch tape, or do you already know? Like, do you already know his tendencies, know his moves, or like, what is the plan? Like, how do you go into that?
My biggest thing is, you know, I watch a lot of film on LeBron. I study. Any player I play, I study the night before or a couple of days before. And I watch a lot of, that's what my wife said, I watch too much NBA League Pass. So, you know, I know his tendencies, but sometimes he feeds off other guys around his team. So if you got Kevin Love going and Kyrie going, and he's getting those guys involved, then he try to take over. So the biggest thing for him, I know early on he tried to get his teammates involved. So I got to do a good job of trying to make passes harder for him so he won't throwing them fast balls all throughout the game. And then do my assignment on the defensive end on him individually. So if I can do those 2 things, you know, you can have success against LeBron.
Is that one of the things that makes him different than other players, is just he's so physically gifted, but he's also able to change the game, even if you're doing what you're supposed to do on him?
I think the biggest thing that people forget to realize. He physically gifted. You know, he's 6'8", 260, and you know he's up there with the best of them. But his mental aspect of the game is what people don't really understand. The guy knows the game. He knows what guys gonna be at. He knows, you know, he's like a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, all in one. So at the end of the same time, you just got to make everything difficult for him. You're not going to stop him, but you got to make it difficult for him.
Is it a given that your offense will suffer when your main task is to defend against LeBron?
Your legs will suffer. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
But no, not really. You know, I don't look at it like that. You know, I pride myself on being a two-way player, coming down, you know, spreading the floor, knocking down my shots, running the lane, getting easy shots. But also my main focus is on the defensive end. So I don't believe in that. I believe if you're a 3D, two-way player, whatever you call, that's what you have to do. That's your job you have to do. So you can't say because I'm guarding a guy on one end, I can't score on the other end.
You and LeBron have a lot of mutual respect for each other and have had over the few years. As you watched him play in the finals last year, what were your impressions of what he's able to do at delivering for his hometown?
It was great. It was great for not only for him and his team, but for the whole city. I feel like that was big, you know, what he did, and I think he's another guy who give his body, you know, give his body up. He probably have nicks and bruises that he don't talk about, but at the same time, I just think it was a great accomplishment for the Cleveland Cavaliers in the city.
You had said last year that one of the positives that came out of your injury was the opportunity that Norm got and the chance to kind of expedite his growth. Is that the blessing in disguise now with Sully out, that Siakam gets a chance to, and you guys as a team get that extra weapon perhaps at the end of the season when Sullinger is better?
It's just like last year, you know. Like I tell these rookies, and I pride myself on being a leader in that locker room, is I've been through it, and I know you never know when your opportunity may come. Mine came late. Some people's come early, but when the opportunity comes, you just got to take advantage of it. And I feel like that's what Pascal got to do, and that's what Norm did last year. So at the end of the day, you don't want to look back and say, I had this opportunity and I let it slip. So I think he's doing a good job of playing his role and being who he is, and that's what Norm did last year. So he just got to keep trying to grow.